Hey guys! Well, I have a new toy. I got a new camera. So, this is going to be fun. But, we're going to check out the peppers today and see how they're doing. And then what we'll do is we'll check out our beans, because we have a few beans that are ready. And then we might go check out the inside of the greenhouse, because I actually got to get ready to plant some of the fall crops. Get those seeds started, because it is time. Oops, sorry about the lighting. It is time to start seeds for fall. But here we go. These pepper plants are good 4 foot tall. Some are 3 foot, but some of them are just, they're humongous. I don't know if you guys can see these, but look how huge the plants are. Just gorgeous. I don't know if you can see this, but the second round of peppers are starting to come on. Got lots of flowers. And one little teeny tiny pepper right now. And here's another one. Alright, so I have some holy basil, and other people I've talked to have said that it is so very fragrant that you just barely brush it and you just smell like a beautiful basil smell. Mine, not so much. I mean, I barely smell any basil on it. My large leaf basil and some of my other basil varieties, I think it's a peppermint or something. It's a weird, it almost smells like licorice with this basil. And I'll have to look on my thing and see which variety it is. But I barely brush it and it just like wafts. So I don't know. I don't know why this holy basil doesn't smell hardly at all. So I don't know, maybe I just got a weird batch. Well, I thought these were bush beans, but they're producing runners. So I'm wondering if these are runner beans. Because the package said bush beans, but they're all kind of producing runners. And yes, this is kale. It looks very sad. Look! The gourds look all beautiful. Looks all kind of mystical back there. But yeah, there's gourds just hanging. And I have a gourd which I thought this variety had died, but it's alive! So let me show you that real quick. Look, I have a Loafer Gourd. It survived. Yay! So far it's my only loafer. All the rest, whoops. All the rest are bottle gourds, and then we have a few of the basket gourds. And then of course I've got some beautiful egg gourds. Got lots of those guys hiding in here. But I just kind of let this cascade and waterfall down. This is beans, the Scarlet Runner, and one of the other bean varieties that I just kind of let run its course. Scarlet Runner, I didn't really care for the bean as much, but the flowers are so pretty that I'm probably going to grow it again next year, just because I have a family of hummingbirds. I'll grow them again just because I have a family of hummingbirds, and I love the idea of growing plants so I don't have to feed them, feed the wildlife with artificial means. I'd rather feed them with plants. I used to not think that way until I started working at a nature center. And then you start learning all these different things about what the stuff does to certain animals, and really to animals in general. And so I'm a little more cautious with what I use in the garden. This year I didn't use any sprays or chemicals or anything like that on the garden. I've just kind of let the bugs take their course. This year they actually haven't been as bad as I thought they would be, because it seems that the not using anything, some of the bugs are kind of taking care of themselves. And the only other thing I did do was I went and got some praying mantis eggs and hatched them out through here. Ooh, sorry guys, the lighting's horrible right there. There we go. But yeah, I got some praying mantis egg sac and hatched those out and released them out through here. So we'll see if we get lucky and we find an egg sac for next year. wasn't exactly planning on collecting beans. It just kind of happened that way. So now I got another little bunch of beans to add to the bunch I got the day before yesterday. So it'll just be a nice little side dish. Pretty soon I'll have more beans, but right now that's kind of about it. And I don't have my basket because I wasn't exactly planning on picking beans, because I honestly didn't know they were ready. I thought they still had another day or two, but surprise! Oh yes, and that's the jungle right now. That is tomato plants, that's squash, and I think there's one other squash variety in there, but it's mostly tomato plants. Crazy. This time of year, everything just kind of goes absolutely bonkers. Can you guys see this gourd? Or squash, I should say. It's hiding in here. This thing is huge. There's a couple more on this plant, but the leaves are just massive. The plant goes all the way through here and then runs all the way down that way. This thing is humongous. Birds are eating my tomatoes. Grrr. Guess they taste good.